What's up, guys? My name is Kevin and this is the Holler Barbecue. So today we're talking grilled tri-tip. So sit right there and let's get to going. All right, guys, so today, for today's cook, I have a choice graded tri-tip. There's actually two here. I got these from Costco. A little bit higher than what they've normally been. Let me see if I can get that to focus in for you. Maybe not. Anyway, it's $7.99 a pound. These two came out to $37.71. They actually look pretty good. They have good size and pretty good marbling. So we'll just take one of these and we'll get it cooked up. All right, to get this thing ready, I'm just gonna trim it up just a bit. So on this top part, you know, there's not very much, you know, stuff here to take out. Some of these, you know, harder pieces of fat you can slice out if you want to, but not necessary. And that's all I'm doing on that side. Now the back side is where your silver skin is. And I can also see where the butcher sliced it a little bit. No big deal though. But for me, I'm gonna get rid of, you know, most of this bigger fat like that. And just try to get up under some of the silver skin. Now for seasoning, all I have here is just 2 parts salt to 1 part pepper. I have a kosher salt and a pretty coarse pepper. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil on the outside. Remember, tri-tip is a pretty big piece of meat, so it can soak up, you know, quite a bit of seasoning. So don't be too scared of it. And I'm putting this on about maybe 30 to 45 minutes before we're actually gonna get it on the grill. Even on the ends here. All right, beautiful. We'll let that sit and get happy while we're getting the grill ready. All right, guys, so we're gonna grill this tri-tip on the pit barrel, but we're gonna do it non-traditionally. We're not gonna hang it. We're not gonna smoke it. We're gonna not put the rebar in. We're trying to get temperatures as high as possible. We're just gonna use the grill grate and just grill it straight over fire. So my main charcoal is this B&B lump oak charcoal. And then I'm gonna use B&B briquettes. It's also oak, which I will light that up in the chimney and then pour it across the top. I'm just gonna put the whole thing of charcoal down the bottom, get the grill in, and then get it hot as possible. I will be putting a lid on, like as we're cooking it, just to mimic like a normal, you know, grill, but not a normal setup as far as pit barrel goes. All right, guys, so the reason I'm using the lump charcoal is because it does get a little bit hotter than normal briquettes. And I'm just using the briquettes to start the lump. So let me show you where we're at right now. After I dumped them in, made a good mess, I dropped some on the outside of the actual basket. But I got them most in there, and we got a pretty good fire going right now. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm keep touching this to try to see how hot it actually is. It's getting pretty warm. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on and then let everything come to temperature, and then we'll go from there. So this is my first time to actually use the pit barrel cooker as a grill. I've always just smoked all the meats on it, but I wanna try, you know, just doing it like a normal grill, because they say it can be done, and I just wanna test it out and let's see where we are. So I'm doing a quick temp check on this thing just to see where the barrel's sitting. With you can see, look at all the smoke that's coming once you put the lid on, because it kind of dies the fire down and allows the smoke to come. But we're sitting at, you know, it was 428 degrees I saw. which is pretty dang good. But we'll see what kind of sear we get on once we get to cooking. I'm gonna let this continue to warm up for just a little bit more, maybe like 5 minutes more, and then we'll get them on. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think it's warm enough now. Now I like my tri-tip a little bit more done than I do a normal steak. Not too done now. I'm gonna probably take this to about a medium temperature, maybe 130-ish, maybe 130, 133, somewhere around there. I guess the first thing we're gonna see is, will we get any sizzle? So what we're gonna do is basically just continue to flip this thing. Put it on, maybe cook it for 3 or 4 minutes, then flip it, cook it 3 or 4 minutes. Just keep doing that until we hit that 132 degrees. Let's see if we get any sizzles. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that from here, but we're sizzling just good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on and then let it go for about 3 minutes. All right, we've been going around 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and flip it. All right, 4 minutes is up again. So now, what I want to do, we're just going to keep flipping it like I said, but now I'm going to actually leave the lid off so that this thing will continue to just get hotter and hotter. Flames will get a little bit higher, and hopefully we start seeing some good marks on the steak. All right, 4 more minutes. I'm starting to see a little bit of color on this. Now, the thing about the pit barrel is the grates are kind of high of where they actually are. So we're quite a ways from the fire, and we're starting to get pretty warm down there. So I'm just going to continue to watch the fire and make sure it doesn't get too out of control. If so, I'll just put the lid on, and that'll help, dampen it down a little bit. All right, our fire is getting pretty dang hot right now, but we're actually still looking pretty good here. We're not, because we're so far from the fire, we're not burning anything. So for right now, I'm going to continue to go like this. Like I said, if you get too big though, all you got to do is just put your lid on, and that'll dampen it down a little bit. So this last time, I put the lid on for just a couple of minutes, just to kind of let the fire die down. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some good crust on one side. Tell you what, it smells really good too. There's just something for me just, cooking over a fire, man. It just can't be beat. All right, we don't have too much longer. It's cooking really good though. I do like how it's coming out. All right, real quick, let me show you what my fire looks down there. Looks like down there now. I mean, it's going pretty good. Like I said, we're good 2 foot from it, so it's not burning. All right, guys, we're about 128 in the center, somewhere around there. Now, our ends are going to be a lot more done because just the nature of the tri-tip. You can see how it pulled up once those juices started flowing out of it. Now, I'm going to call this good enough here. And I will say that we did get a pretty good sear. And this fire is ridiculously hot right now. I should have more food to cook on it, only because I'm wasting quite a bit of charcoal to do this. But just fine. It's actually got quite a bit of juices in it. All right, I'm gonna get this in, let it rest for about 5 minutes, and we'll cut into it and see what we got. All right, guys, remember, resting your meat's almost as important as the cook itself. So we've been resting good enough now. Now, a tri-tip has grains going one way and then it goes another way. So we're just gonna cut this thing kind of in the middle right here, because these, you can see these grains are going this way right here, so we're gonna cut it. Looks cooked pretty good to me. I'm just gonna push this one over to the side, and then we'll get some slices off going here. All right, let me just get this out of the way and actually just cut a little piece off right here. We got juices going everywhere. I'm gonna make a mess and I'm gonna get in trouble. Super good, man. Tri-tip's got such a strong beef flavor. It's one of my favorite cuts. All right, all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way the pit barrel grilled. Can it grill? Yes, it can. We had a pretty good sear like this one has. You can see where it seared up pretty good. So yep, pit barrel's one of my favorite cookers. Tri-tip's one of my favorites. Hey, they just go together. All right, guys, so that's it for testing out to see if the pit barrel can grill and a grilled tri-tip. All right, thank you for watching. If you got any questions or comments, go ahead and put them below. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and always holler back.